All right, Fatboy FadeAway Sports, episode 259 here, joining you on a Sunday morning. We had Terrell and Jimmy on last week. Appreciate them both jumping on and talking a little Super Bowl preview. Basically, nothing what we said came true, but it was a good conversation in the rest of it. It was a good show in general. It was good having them back on. Terrell, we'll get you back on here soon too. Jimmy, always welcome too. But yeah. So we'll get into the Super Bowl, of course. Maybe not too much. We'll probably have to come from a different angle to make this an entertaining conversation. And then I got another NBA question for these guys, see if they can get there. And then how bad are we getting to All-Star games? We'll get into that a little bit too. It's kind of a yearly conversation, but we'll get into it. All right, boys. I got to state yesterday, I went down to good old Sebastopol Road for Derek's basketball game. Brian, I'm sure you've been on Sebastopol Road, right? A few times now they're making deliveries. Casey, I know it's the second year home away from So obviously, like Roseland's right there, that area in Santa Rosa. I always say we're in the heart when we get to that area. I think that's where I kind of look at it at. And I'm trying to find this
great tacos
place.
If you're not picking up what he's putting down. Great tacos.
Mark would disagree with you. He said Mark would disagree with you.
Not good tacos?
It's not the best quality. That's what he said.
My God, that is blasphemy.
Well, it's not the same as Taco Bell. No. So I'm down there, and Derek's playing basketball at this place called Brian Hooper House or something like that, or I don't know what Hoops House. Like Tyler, I don't know if you ever had games down there, but it's called the Hoop House. Apparently, your dad's heard of it, so maybe Kyle's son played games there.
Yeah.
It's basically this massive warehouse, like just full of like Brian, like 7 hoops. And it's like tucked away in the middle of nowhere, and stupid GPS keeps taking. Have you ever had this where it's like, it tells me where to go, and it's like turn right at the light. I'm about to turn right at the light, and there's like a massive fence, literally like right in my way. I'm like, bro, not going back in that way. And so I turn around. I'm like, all right, bunker up. I'm like, same spot. I go, what in the world is going on here? And I'm looking for.
Are you using iPhone GPS? Because mine's been doing that a lot to me. It'll take me to the back of the building instead of the front. I'm just like, what the heck are you doing to me?
Well, this would have been nice if it took me to the building. Like I wasn't even like, I don't know. It's like, and you would think like a bunker hooper house with a massive amount of course. You're thinking kind of a bigger. I could see it maybe, right? I could see it over the little taqueria and Foster Fruits on the corner there. And I'm like, what in the world? Nothing's here. And eventually, I literally was searching for about, I'd say 15 minutes. And Hannah's like, I tried to call Hannah. She's like, it's right past this lady selling roses. And I go, there's like 10 Mexican ladies selling roses out here today. Like, what are you talking about?
It's Valentine's Day.
And then Tyler, she goes, it's right by that taco shop. And I was like, no, that's not it. These are not helpful clues. I'm going to have to road here. I need more clear directions. Let's find the Jack in the Box. So anyways, that was so frustrating yesterday about this stupid bunker hoop house. I was like everywhere around it. Eventually, Hannah just walked out on the sidewalk. And I found that.
Was she selling flowers?
No. She's not. No, so, but she finally came out. So I had a very frustrating Saturday, Johnson, trying to find that student. I got to think because you've delivered a lot of things. You've probably had to deal with that frustration a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like trying to find places, and then sometimes you get off on the exit too soon and you have to turn around. I mean, I definitely feel you on that frustration.
Man, yeah, dude, especially when we would like have like job sites and they'd be like random ass places. I'd be like, all right, try and find a tractor, and I'm like, there's like tractors like everywhere. You're like, it's like, man, you're like the GPS is just like you said, it'll just throw you around places, and it's just like you keep getting off at the same exit, expecting different results, but it's the same thing.
That's what I thought when they like kept taking me to this fence. I'm like, what? Am I supposed to ram it over? What's going on here? Like, why are we
Knock twice?
Was it before the fence or after the fence? Was it like
it was before the fence? Like probably about a good, at least 500, 600 feet. It's not like it was like
terrible direction.
I was like, I was like, what the world's happening here? And like I said, Basketball Road's kind of like not the simplest place just to move around all the time, like making U-turns.
He must have made he probably made like 23-point turns.
Like, who is it? Who is this white guy over here? So I that was my little frustration yesterday too. And I had a random question before we get going. Are you guys pro naps or not pro naps? Like, are you like like Hannah's like, nope, these naps aren't for me. I think either she thinks it makes her weaker, or she's like, I won't sleep at night. And then I'm like, but I see you up at like 1 a.m. Like, what do you mean like doesn't help you sleep? Are you Tyler? I'm gonna say you seem like you could be a nap man.
Oh, I love a nap. I mean, I would not. I would never plan a nap. That's the thing. Like, if I just fall asleep, I fall asleep, and don't wake me up.
Start playing
like,
naps.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be trouble if I'm starting to play. I need a nap at 2 o'clock.
Start planning naps. If you start planning naps and drawing bass, we're gonna have a problem.
A nice nap on the couch while you're watching something that's not important. You have nothing to do. Yeah, I'm all for a nap. I love naps.
You won't like this. I fell asleep 3 minutes before overtime in Texas Tech, Arizona yesterday, but I didn't care. I literally, that was more than a nap. I was like so tired. I like literally laid out right when that game was about to end. Nobody was here because they were hanging out somewhere else. I think I woke up at 10. That tells you that was more than a nap I needed.
That's a sleep.
I know. I was out. I was out from that point. Brian,
but only speaking for myself, I'm not going to sleep for 15 hours at night or even 8 hours. So, like, go ahead, Brian.
After a hard workout, there's nothing like a good nap, especially in my neighborhood. Those annoying dogs stay quiet during the day, so
that you have to reverse sleep based on the dogs. You have to reverse sleep. Yeah. You're like, yeah, well, the dogs are going to start barking at about 4:30.
It's like right on the dot when it hits 5 or 6 o'clock at night. Those dogs start yapping.
Well, maybe
have you wrote any mean notes since the last incident?
No, give it up, Brian. Give it up on.
Yeah, I mean, like, what can you do? I think.
What can you do? Indeed.
My coworker.
The guy's excuse from me was that it's not him, and he keeps all 6 dogs in his bed with him. And now, the more that I think about it, he was just giving me a BS answer. So.
6 dogs in bed with
I think you need to call the cops for having 6 dogs in your bed.
That's gotta be
I guess I was talking to my parents when I was up visiting, and they dealt with that issue. They used to live in San Anselmo, and I guess it got to a point where Bruce was yelling at the guy or something. And my mom had to come out and kind of break it up or something.
Your dad would be intimidating back then. I would no idea.
I'm not saying this is morally right, but my coworker says a little coolant coating a steak always makes that problem go away.
You have to buy 6 steaks though.
Yeah,
or I'm gonna have to be like Elaine and take the dog and leave it out in Garden Grove or something.
San Elmo always sounds like something on Sesame Street to me. I don't know what.
Elmo.
Casey, I know you're a fan of naps.
Fell asleep in front of the whole family on Christmas.
I know, Tyler. If we start playing that, I feel like we're at the point where it might be closer to the other side.
I feel like if
all you gotta do is put that Phil Sims on, and Casey's out like a baby.
Phil Sims lullabies.
I feel like if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I'm not fighting it. Like I'm not like I'm doing the head nod, and it feels like I snap my neck, and I'm like,
nah. Well, you know what? We looked over and about what was it? Middle of the third quarter. It looked like Dad had a little shut eye going during the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl was not riveting.
Dad had a little Super Bowl nap. Maybe it was just a short-lived one. The noise woke him up, but Tyler, that was definitely a nap-worthy game. That was
very nap-worthy.
Would you say one of the worst Super Bowls of all time in terms of just entertainment?
I would. Yeah, I mean, I think.
Right,
that's in the. It's definitely near the top. I mean, there's others that go in that list as well. That Broncos,
Seahawks.
not Broncos. Who was that? That was
Rams,
terrible.
Patriots.
No, Rams Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that last Super Bowl that last Rams Patriots Super Bowl was god awful. Not the Kurt Warner one.
The 13-3.
Yeah, just nothing happened.
Awful game. So you would have it in there.
Yeah, right? I think it's up there. I mean, some people might put the Niners Chargers because it was such a blowout. I would look back at that game. I didn't realize I was at 18.5 point line going into the Super Bowl. That's insane. Could you imagine that happening today?
No, that's absolutely. I mean, it'd have to be like I said, some injuries along the way or something like that. That would
not two fully healthy teams.
No, I would never say that. Tyler or Brian, I was wondering if you maybe put a documentary on. Well, or did you stay through the whole Super Bowl?
I'm gonna be honest. I only watched the first half, and I watched something else after that because it just felt like it was coming. Seattle was gonna win easily. I couldn't watch that. So.
Well, your Patriots fan did round and a half. That's good. That's good. It only lasts. Yeah, you were going hard with the Pats this week. You had their back. You had their back, and they let you down, Johnson. They let it down.
I guess they were saying Will Campbell was basically playing with a semi-torn ACL or something.
Well, he definitely played.
Will Campbell would like you to think that.
Like, Casey, do you think these injuries, they're kind of bullcrap after a team loses a little bit, especially in football where it's like, Drake May had this or that, that's what the first thing Adam said to me.
Jimmy shoulder. I was like, it's back again. Tyler, no. Yeah.
I just think it's terrible, like the excuses. It's kind of like it's such a weak thing. Yeah.
Do you think Drake May gets looked at a little different after these playoffs? Obviously he was unbelievable during the regular season. I think should have won MVP after 18 weeks. But the playoffs, my God, he couldn't hold on to the ball. Like every time he got hit, it was like a fumble.
Yeah. Is he overrated now? I don't know.
It's like our people. I don't know. I'm not going to go that far yet. And maybe the shoulder was a little.
I would put it more on the AFC. Just was terrible this year. It's a down year for that conference.
So is May a top what quarterback to you? To everybody,
like in the whole league or the AFC?
Yeah, the whole league.
I would say he's probably still going to make the top 12.
Top 10.
I agree.
Yeah. I think he's still going to be up there probably, at least going into next year. Like, would you rather have him or Darnold? Yeah.
I'd rather have May, I think. Based on regular season. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of where I just think the injury things are always funny to me after a team loses, especially in the fun. It's like,
I just don't like using it as like a crutch or an excuse. Like, it's just like, because I don't know.
Miss some open guys. I don't know if
a lot of open guys.
Like that one, he could have hit the tight end. Like, I mean, I got to think Adam was throwing some language at the TV there after some of those throws.
Darnold was missing some open guys too. Like it was just bad football. The defense on Seattle was great. Will Witherspoon, Witherspoon. I can't think of his first name.
Will Anderson.
My God, I was always like, why the hell did they take him over Jalen Carter? That doesn't make that guy. This whole year and even last year, but I didn't think it was Jalen Carter's level. And then this year, he's top. He's probably not on the Surtain or Singletary list, but he's right there.
Yeah,
you had a great game. He could have been MVP easily.
The Seahawks defense at the end of the day, though, if you look at like the numbers they gave up in total yards the last 5 weeks, was like almost all under 200. But then you have the Rams, I think, got 500 twice. So that was whatever the Rams are doing. Whoever they have, NFC, that's what you need to look to in terms of how you're beating. I mean, I don't know if Stafford's such a veteran quarterback, and he can make throws other quarterbacks can't. But whatever they're doing well, they're averaging 500 yards, and everybody else is like less than 200. So that's pretty insane drop off. So we'll see if the Niners can keep it up with that division going forward. Do you think? Yeah, go ahead.
One last thing on May. Could he be the next Derek Carr? Second year, looks like he could win the MVP. Derek Carr gets hurt against the Colts. Drake May has this rough. Could he? Or is there no chance?
I don't think he would give me. I think there's some vibes. Like he gives me a little Purdy vibes in that sense. Like he's good.
Purdy? I didn't say Purdy.
Is he good or is he like all-time good like that?
Here we go again.
Hey, speaking of Purdy, my Aunt Sheila was over here at the Super Bowl. She's not a fan. I think after you grew up watching Uncle Joe and Steve, your quarterback plays. She's not. She's a guy. This is what she said. She didn't rip on him to the point like where he can't play. She said he's not it. Like he's not the game changer. That's what she was saying. So that's coming from a Niners fan for over 45 years.
Does she think Sam Darnold's it? Like he won a Super Bowl?
No, she doesn't think he did. I don't know. I think she's just some Niner fans. They want that at quarterback position is it's a tricky one with fans. And so anyways,
No,
I don't know. He was playing with a MASH unit all year, no offensive line. The defense was terrible. It's like we're gonna put it on.
Oh, now we get real Brian commentary on the 49ers. This is what I like to hear. Brian. Rip them.
I would love the Niners to get him like a realistic, great offensive line, and then we'll see. I don't know. It's just I thought when he came back from injury, he was an elite quarterback in the league.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what he has. I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting. Like the May card thing, I think Purdy's better than that. I will say. I'd just say like I don't know. There's still leaves a little to be desired there. I guess.
Would you rather have May or Purdy?
You had our back.
I guess I do have some breaking news. It sounds like Jawan Jennings is gonna hit the free agent market because I think he's probably gonna want like over $20 million this season, and I wouldn't pay him that.
Yeah, go kick rocks barefoot and figure it out on your own.
Yeah. I would like him on the Raiders. I would man, a little Jennings on the.
I don't blame him. He's like, I'm not getting shot. He's like, get out of San Francisco.
Fade Santa Clara.
What is going on, man?
Do you think this would be enough of a trade to get Jefferson from the Vikings if the Niners gave up Mac Jones, a first and a second round pick?
The first round might be intriguing.
Yeah, maybe.
You guys are too good. I don't think the first round.
I mean, in my mind, I'd rather do a trade like that than pay Jennings too much money or bring Debo back. I'd rather, try to make a trade to get a difference maker at receiver because I think we just had no speed and it was hard.
It was pathetic.
Yeah.
But what's our answer at offensive line if we get rid of our first and second round pick? So you're getting Jefferson, which would be great.
It wouldn't be this year's second round.
Well, then it's gone. That's not happening. They're going to want it.
I think Brown would probably be more ideal.
Or Pickens.
He's a team builder.
One of those type of guys. Yeah, great team builders, those two.
Brown seems more of like the Niners system to me than Jefferson.
A lot of slants.
A lot of little bigger target, helps Purdy with the easy throws. We don't have to worry about that. That would be kind of interesting. I saw who's the safety. Is it Whitner that was the safety for the Niners, right?
Yeah.
And Brian, and you posted something about 2 weeks ago, maybe it was 3, Tyler, where who was the other famous? Is it Golston was the safety? Mm-hmm. And you posted something of him kind of being bitter. I think it was bitter a little bit towards
Shanahan and the version of the 49ers.
Well, Whitner, who was the defensive coordinator now you guys got from Atlanta? Who was the guy?
Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris, yeah, thank you. So Whitner went on and he just ripped into him. Basically,
Morris?
Say this is a terrible hire. Say like if you look at all his team's defense, they've been awful over the years. Like nothing higher than 16th ranked, other than the one year they were 5, but he said they had Darnold and Ramsey for that 1 year. So other than that 1 year, he's never been in the top 10, I guess, as a defensive coordinator. Or that's what his stats were telling us. Yeah. So do you feel that way, Tyler? Do you think it's a good idea?
I love Raheem Morris as a defensive coordinator. He's crafty. He send blitzes. He's not afraid to send more than 4 guys. Saleh's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ripping on Saleh, but the lack of blitzing when you're getting no pass rush just gets frustrating. It's like, do something. They're going to either have a 12-play drive and go 80 yards, or maybe you give up a 60-yarder, and now at least you only have to defend 20 yards, and it'll be an 8-play drive instead of the 12, 16-play drive. I think Morris is a good hire, and Shanahan's familiar with him. They've coached together. He won a Super Bowl. Raheem Morris won a Super Bowl with McVay in L.A., so he's used to the style of offense. I think it's a match. I think it's a really good match.
No, what do you know? You didn't play. Fair
enough. Turn off the podcast. Nobody's playing at that level.
I just personally think we just need to get bodies back at this point and stay healthy. I mean, that's what's more important for the defense.
Right? Are you concerned about the running back position? Like McCaffrey just got 400 touches. There's that's not a recipe for success for next year. Obviously, McCaffrey's a freak. But there's got to be a little concern. I like what I saw from James the last 3 carries he got, but that was only 3 carries.
Brian Robinson is pretty good for you guys.
Yeah,
he just doesn't have he's good second option.
was like 8 yards a carry. I mean,
well, it wasn't that good.
I really don't know why they don't use Garindo more. I think he'd be kind of like that. But when we had Raheem Mostert, the running, yeah. But I mean, I would think he would bring that impact to the Niners offense. I don't know if him and Shanahan had some beef about something, but he's definitely in Shanahan's doghouse.
He's taking too much food.
I don't think his family was coming in and taking food. I don't think he pass protector catches the ball well enough for Shanahan to be like, this is running back I want to give. And that's why they got rid of Jordan Mason. They're like, same thing. He doesn't pass protect and he doesn't catch the ball.
Here's just a quick part of Whitner on the show that I did.
He might have earned it. His track record as a defensive back coach in Washington, 30th ranked pass defense, 26, 28, 24. He goes and gets nepotized again in Atlanta with his college coach, Dan Quinn. 250 plus yards given up, 19th ranked. Then Dan Quinn gets fired and you assume the role bottom ranked in defense again that year. 2021 comes. McVay makes a call and gives him the responsibility of taking on Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey in the number 1 defense in 2021. None of it was earned. None of it was merit. Now you're the 15th, 16th, 17th ranked defense in the league with the same players.
So it just gives you a little tidbit of he went pretty hard, I thought, at Morris on that one. He went pretty hard at him.
Who did he want?
He said it was the easy pick at the beginning. That's what he says of that. He goes, it was the easy pick. So he didn't really specifically say a name. I think he just wanted not a retread. It sounds like from a guy where in his opinion,
Morris.
who's not a retread that's a defense like they're gonna be hate on that pick. It could be like, oh, there's this Kyle's hiring a puppet. Like
David Lee. Wasn't that a basketball? Let's go, Mr. Lee. Well, let's always go Mr. Lee on this show. We don't know anybody. We're just gonna throw out Lee. We just want some defensive coordinator.
Is it L.I. or
L.I.? L.E. L.I.
L.E.
He got a crazy about an L.I. defensive coordinator. That'd be pretty.
That win maybe as a cousin.
It might win. Kubiak becomes official for the Raiders. The Crosby rumors are. I say the Crosby rumors, Casey, are true. I think the Raiders are looking to shop him, but they're publicly saying, "Oh, we want to save face a little there and stuff." But I guarantee they're shopping him because if a team says, "Hey, here's 2 first-round picks and 2 seconds," you're doing it. You know what I mean? So it's. I think they're realistically shopping him, but I would hate to see him go.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, he's been like the only player that's really stayed on the team and has been relevant to watch. And
he can tackle.
Yeah, he was like the only person worth watching for the longest time. I mean, they got to do what they got to do. Obviously, it sounds really cliche, but I mean, they need so many players. It's just not like Brian talked about bodies. We need guys that can like actually play. Like, it's been rough. Like, I mean. There was not a whole lot to look forward to last year. I mean, God, Geno Smith, man. I mean, you leave and then your team goes to the Super Bowl, then you're the worst team in the NFL. It's never happened before, they said. So leave it up to the Raiders to do it.
Did you hear that from me last week?
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, made me happy.
But I feel like the Raiders actually got their guy. Like in last offseason, they really wanted Ben Johnson, and they had to kind of settle for Carroll. I don't think that was a good fit. That would have been a good fit if like you were a veteran team who was trying to get to the playoffs. But I just don't think he's going to be the guy if you're going to rebuild.
I hear what you're saying, and I think that Carroll one was a terrible hire. But 5 coaches in 6 years is still 5 coaches in 6 years. And it's like that's.
But I think the more important thing is that you're going to get Kubiak, and then you're going to get Mendoza in the draft, and you're not going to go the same route you went the last 3 years, which is trying to bring in a veteran quarterback who's got tread on him.
And Olsen is not the offensive coordinator. Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord. Blue 42, first down, run. Second down, run. Third down, throw. No, it never works.
It's 3rd and 16. How's it 3rd and 16 when you do 2 running plays? It's embarrassing.
Yeah, we'll see what they do there. We'll see. It's an offensive mind. He's got the tight end. He's got
you never know if you do trade Crosby, you'll have those picks to
Who do you think he'd go to?
I don't
to help out though.
Draft,
I think you really need help out on the offensive line to get your franchise running back going to protect Mendoza. So,
but then it's frustrating because it's like, well, then we need a guy like Crosby.
I know.
That's
what happened.
I guess you can't get it all in the draft, but
no.
I mean, that's what happened when we got rid of Khalil Mack, and he's like killing it. Like, just like it's very hard when your best player leaves, and then he's like even better on someone else because they have talent on the other team. So it's like he's getting double teamed, chipped every time, and he's still killing it. So I mean, if someone does trade for him, man, that's a massive upgrade. Whoever gets him.
I heard the Niners, they're in on it. We'll see if they can pull it off. We'll see that would be a great addition with Bosa and Crosby.
It feels like an Eagles move to me.
The Eagles, oh God, or and a Ravens possibly.
I was thinking like Cowboys, but
Ravens to me seem like a team that would do it. They just need that seems like a trade for me.
If I'm the Raiders, I want to trade him to the Cowboys because that's where I'm getting the most back. Because Jerry's an idiot. So try and find a way to get this man to the.
I mean, you figure the Cowboys have all that capital for the Parsons trade. So
yeah, but they gave half of it away for Quentin Williams, like morons.
That's true. They did. So that's kind of some NFL stuff this week. Off season starts, Johnson. We're kind of officially into it a little bit here. So
pitchers and catchers.
But like I said, I'm all MLB 162 games this year.
Brian, how excited are you about the World Baseball Classic?
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to watch some of that. So I'm definitely excited for baseball to start in general.
We're going to do something on Tyler joined us this week for 7:30 stretch. That was a fun show. We did it. We had all the stuff in it. I'm going to do one in a couple weeks. We're going to draft our 9 players from World Baseball Classic rosters. Like who would be the top guys to go in the rosters. So we'll do that. So
like the all-stars of the World Baseball.
Yeah. So you could kind of make who the top. So we'll do something like that.
Are you think you so invested this year, Brian, because you know they're going to lock out at the end of this year? Is that, or you just want to get it based? Because I've heard the rumors are like they're pretty much going to lock out.
I think he likes the A squad. I think he really likes the.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I really do.
He loves Nick Skirts.
Nick Skirts with the best.
And then we have I really love that top prospect pitcher they have. I think he's going to be great for the A's.
I need to see it before I believe it with the pitching side.
I sent Darren a text and didn't even get a response back. that negative Nilly.
I could have been that. I might have been on my nap. I might have been out there with the nap shots. I'm sorry about that.
I remember Red Sox A's 2003. He was the only guy that wouldn't get up and cheer before strikeout.
Well, sometimes when you know the future, you have to be able to. It's hard to get positive about it. You want to build yourself up. All right, well, I got to help Grace with something real quick. But can you guys start hitting on the just the All-Star game? I didn't even watch it yesterday. I watched none of this stuff on the weekend. I did see some highlights that Adam showed about the dunk contest, and that was kind of funny. The guy fell on his back on that one, but I guess
that was brutal.
I guess Tyler, I'll let you start real quick. Is how far has it come? I mean, it's not even. I don't know how people spend a dime on that weekend. I'll be right back.
I mean, like you said, I didn't watch the second. I mean, I know what happened. I know Damian Lillard, who hasn't played a second this season, won the 3-point contest. I know Kassan Johnson won the dunk contest, but I didn't see any of the dunk. I saw a Carter Bryant dunk, surprisingly, maybe because I'm on the Arizona threads that for my For You page gives me a little more Arizona stuff, but I didn't pay attention to it at all. I have no interest. I've lost interest even in baseball All-Star game, which at least is like pitcher versus batter, just solo. They're going to try. They're not going to throw 82-mile-per-hour fastballs in there.
Yeah.
It feels like the NBA. It's a layup line. They're like, oh, who could do a cool dunk? Who could shoot it from 45 feet? The Pro Bowl isn't even worth mentioning. That's garbage. It's just nobody wants to play. It seems like the players who play these sports professionally, it has really become a job, and they don't want to do anything extra. And it's not fun. Like, it's a job to them now. And that's what the All-Star Weekend feels like. It's almost like you have to do it. I don't want to do it.
Well, there's so much money involved, right? I mean, like before, it's like, yeah, there was money, but not like to the extreme. Like there was no $300 million contracts. Like, it was LeBron was always the highest paid, and like Charles Barkley always says, you pay these guys that could drive a spaceship. It's like all these stiffs out here, and it popped on YouTube, and I was like, that was today, huh? I was like, all right, and I watched it. I mean, condensed clips, obviously, on YouTube. And I was like, oh, yeah, Lillard. It's cool to see Lillard, Knipple. The 3-point contest is at least like, I don't know. I can watch it. It's palatable. The dunk contest is just like, I don't know any of unless you're a basketball hoops fan, they're just not, there's no superstar names attached to it.
About the 3-point contest, can't they just go back to 6 racks, 1 money ball, and like have it historically like match up with the people who did it? Like, to the number, this guy had 30. Yeah, but he had 6 more money balls than the guys who were doing it before him. Like, so who cares? Like, I think it's really, they do things to make it so much more complicated than they have to. Like
remember they had the Mountain Dew ball, so it's worth 3 points.
Exactly. You don't need in the dunk contest, they say no props. You have a ball in the hoop.
Look at these. Look at what Jay Rich is doing. There's no, this is 2001 and 2. There's no props.
But I feel like if they did this today, people would be like, it's just, things are great dunks. Don't get me wrong. That one, the one off the side of the backboard was doing better.
A lot of people.
I think this is one of the reasons I hate LeBron so much. It's like he hasn't done the dunk contest one freaking time. Yeah, I mean, Michael Jordan did it a couple of times, or Tracy McGrady did, or Vince Carter. It's just like I know this is extreme, but I really think LeBron James has ruined basketball.
I love the take. I love it. I love it.
Dunk contest took it a whole nother level.
You can't go left-handed well enough. That's why. No, I was kidding.
In my opinion, he's not as good as Kobe. He's not as good as Michael. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like the guy has just ruined the game.
I think the one thing that you're making the point, I think what you're trying to say is he's not friendly. He hasn't been friendly to the fans in that regard, to keep that energy going that like the Kobe had, that kind of would max out in all-star games, or just little like competitive. And that's why people never compare him to Jordan or Kobe, because he wasn't a jerk. He's a nice, he tries to be a nice guy, where Kobe and Michael are like, well, sometimes, that's
the phony factor.
Yeah, and like, so I think that's where I agree with you. Like, he should have done the dunk contest one time. There's no shame in just doing it one time when you're young and moving on. Like, he would have won easily.
Was there that much pressure to be like given a dunk championship? He was so much over, just like when he did. All he had to do is jump as high as he could, full extension with his right arm, and slam it home as hard as he can. Man, does he break his finger? I guess it's a small possibility, but he wouldn't ever have to hear, "You never did the dunk contest again." Like, it's worth
the warm-ups.
Just do it one time. Yeah, exactly. You're doing it in warm-up. That's even bigger like factor. You're doing these dunks all the time.
So I agree.
The fans have something.
And like Terrell said, I think he's ruined the Lakers too.
To me, it's like, if you just have the names in there, like Tyler, what you're saying is like, if you just do warm-ups, but if I see it's Anthony Edwards, I see it's LeBron, or like, it's like, I've never heard of those guys. Like, Miami, I didn't even know the guy was on the team. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not a slight to them. It's just, they don't have the superstar. Like, if like you saw Federer, Nadal, and like those guys, you're like, oh, no matter what, it's gonna be cool. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like, then you have like nobodies doing the same thing. It's like, yeah, they're really good. They're professionals, but I don't know them like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's amazing the dunks they're doing, but
they were not amazing though. They're terrible dunks. Like,
there's some good dunks. Yeah. Like, they're just as good as Jay Rich's dunks. They just have no name that no one hears about.
That's true, but one of the big other factors with some of these dunks, what I have is and you're right, Jay Rich had his moments, and other guys had their moments. But they also, for a big thing to me is they, outside the Nate Robinsons in the world, where obviously it started to turn with these dunk contests.
It was Nate Robinson and Dwight Howard who
a lot of these guys made the dunks early. Maybe they would miss one, but a lot of them made a lot of the great ones on the first try, like Vince Carter and Tracy. Like that. That's a great dunk contest. You know why? Because they didn't miss dunks.
That's why in the most infamous one for us, like, that's probably like, I don't know, around that age, was the Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon.
That was a good one from a few years ago.
Stupendous.
I mean, there were some bad ones.
It was like a decade ago, though. Like,
but those guys have been.
Was in there
Yeah.
This is the thing. Before Jason Richardson, Steve Francis, I mean, Damon Jones or not Damon. Who's the Jones on Seattle? Who is
Fred Jones?
Fred.
Freddie.
Rob J. Rich.
No, he probably doesn't belong in this conversation as far as like they were 20-point scorers, borderline all. They would have been all-star. They had the numbers to be all-stars if their teams were better, but they just weren't there yet. Yeah, exactly. They're known. Like we have guys who were like 11th overall picks who nobody hasn't seen the court or seen like 10 minutes a game. Like that's what, or McClung, who hasn't been in the NBA. Like you can't have like a dunk contest and be like, oh, these guys who aren't in the NBA are going to be winning the dunk contest.
I got to be honest. When I was a kid, I used to love All-Star Weekend. I didn't even mind the celebrity game because it was actually just basketball at the time. They didn't have like
freshman sophomore game was great.
Yeah, Brian was like they have like the mascots playing. Yeah, like they got that out there.
But it felt like Giannis just had no effort, and he's like, "Why am I doing this?"
Exactly. We used to have like actual coaches like Stephen A. Smith out there, and we used to have like.
Jay Rich throw it off. Was it Boozer's head?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I used to love that the rookie sophomore game. Maybe it was because the Warriors were so bad. You look forward to like if they did have a guy in the dunk contest or 3-point contest. Here is this the best one that Jay Rich had though in the dunk contest?
Backwards instead of forwards. There you go. Oh, backwards instead of forwards. Oh! This kid has to jump off 2 feet also.
Is that better than off the backboard between the legs? I think it is because he's going backwards a little bit. But
the left hand makes it pretty hard.
I love Charles's partying voice.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
Jump off 2 feet.
And then Doc Rivers.
No, it's the one. No, it was on the call was Barkley Smith. Yeah, Danny Ainge is on that call.
Sounds like
yeah, he's like you said, party voice. And just alone the All-Star game, and when you have a game that's like almost 200 to 200, we're getting a little insane here. I was thinking when I heard Nick Wright say white versus black would be people would.
I said that.
I was thinking maybe left versus right politics. You got like certain people out there too.
MAGA.
Chris or Nick Wright had the bet. Do black versus white. People would try. I'm telling you.
They would try. All right. So I got that with it. What I see also.
Hockey could never do that.
No. Jones said versus the world.
I gave the Warriors a D right now. Anybody lower than that or higher? Tyler, or you give them a D in the first for All-Star debate?
Yeah, it gets a D. I mean, wouldn't it like.
Well, harsh.
The Warriors are like the cows, while other teams are like the water buffaloes. The water buffaloes run into that storm, they get it over with. We're just arriving to this storm, and it's going to last 5 years because we're too scared to get rid of anybody who has any value. We're not adding anything to our team. We're not winning a championship with Stephen Curry anymore. I don't know. It's just depressing. I know.
So it's
going to be a long low of 500 until Stephen Curry retires, and then we'll be terrible for I don't know.
Give him an F. Have the guts. Give him an F.
I'd give him a D minus. They still have a winning record, or they're at least 500.
29 and 25.
61%. What are we at? 61% D minus. Where?
Yeah, 61%.
Casey gives him a B. Is that what you said?
Nah, I like a C. I mean,
Jimmy
Butler.
They did get rid of Kuminga. I like that. Go ahead.
Jimmy Butler got hurt, so I mean that's been a kind of a kick in the huevos. So I mean that's obviously going to play a huge factor. Not getting Giannis, but the Bucks they're just playing games pretty much, like just seeing what was out there in the market. Kind of never really took it too serious. Porzingis, I mean it's a consolation prize. It's something, I guess. Yeah, I mean they're 29 and 25. I've actually kind of enjoyed watching them, like. Not saying I would love to see Steph Curry, obviously, but seeing this guy scrap and play, and they pulled off 2 amazing wins, one at Phoenix and then the other one just the other day. So
Melton's turned into he actually he's probably the biggest positive of the year.
And Moody's played really well lately too.
He's too inconsistent still for me.
He's had 25.
Melton though at least has some dog in him where he's scoring in crunch time. He has some
Moody made the game-saving block.
Well, I don't know. I guess Moody kind of to me is still that 3
guy.
I
forgot you're a Pods guy.
Well, oh God, no, let's not go there. I just mean Melton seems to make more plays. Moody has to still be assisted in a lot of those.
Melton's good. I mean, he's coming off that ACL, so he's took him a little while to get
We're talking about DeAnthony Melton and Moody. We suck.
29 and 25.
That's right. What do you mean? What do you mean we suck? We go. That's why we talk about.
Let's get rid of Draymond, please.
All right, I got a trivia thing for you guys. Oh, real quick before you get to that,
I'll give them a C just because they've been above 500. I mean, I couldn't give them a D unless they were below 500 or not a very good team.
And they're playing with 2 out of their best players.
But Zemsky still played.
Maybe a D plus for me. Maybe a D plus.
He leads the league taking charges.
I said that his rookie year, this guy's gonna lead the league in charges.
So the Warriors
get dumb plays and missing the whole.
He definitely makes dumb plays.
How do you miss a wide open 3 and just hit the backboard? That's crazy.
The wind. The
wind.
He's at the park. What I see, they play Boston. I believe the first game back on Thursday. Don't wear the white uniform. Jaylen Brown might get. You might get.
You'll get stung by that hand.
And then that game that I saw at 24-hour fitness was Boston versus the Knicks, and the Knicks just destroyed them. It's like
Knicks bouncing back a little bit. They're bouncing back from that terrible little run they had, which probably in the grand scheme of things is how you want to see
Jaylen Brown MVP.
He might be it. What did say? Ant said he would be the only player he doesn't want dating his daughter that was or his sister that was an NBA All-Star.
Who's the only kid?
Jaylen Brown. Yeah, wow. I don't know if he's messing with them, but that's what he said.
He's the real king of New York. I know people were hyping up Dart because he could get good-looking women, but I mean, I know.
You don't even have. I mean,
who's the real king of New York?
The point guard from the Knicks.
Christopher Walken.
Aaron Judge. It's not close.
Yeah. Aaron Judge, no, I think Brunson gets some love. Come on, we got to give Brunson as well. He's 6'2".
Get it done in the playoffs, Judge.
You got to get in the playoffs. Got to win the World Series.
In the playoffs every year. What are we talking about?
Got to win the World Series.
Tell Jalen Brunson he has to win NBA Finals.
He played the Dodgers in the World Series, and it was shit-tober.
Shit-tober. What I have, all right, so we'll get into it, winners, losers. I'll move that one there with it. All right, I had a little thing for you guys so remember you have to name 3 players and who had the lowest combined height won the thing. So now I have a different one for you. You have 3 players you can use, but you can't go higher than 15 combined All-Star games. So between 3 players, who can get closest to 15 All-Star appearances?
So it's nothing based on height. It's just
no. So obviously, if you went
All-Star appearances,
so if you went
Magic, based on height and All-Star.
No, nothing to do with height this time. Yeah. Just trying to look at who would be All-Star games. And how could you get close?
Are you going to tell us how many we got after one round, each round?
I can try to do my best there at that. Okay. So Tyler, give me your guy that you'd take.
I feel like I'll do better at this one.
No,
what am I trying to get to?
No, I'm not
15 total between the 3 players.
Yeah,
okay, I'll start with Klay Thompson.
No, I'm going to tell you at the end because that's how I do it. Casey.
All right, so you can choose any one you want.
Yeah, but you just got to say 15. You got to get closest to 15. You can't without going over.
All-Star games. Shoot. I'll go Tracy McGrady. No, Joe Johnson.
All right, Joe Johnson. All right, Brian.
I'm gonna go Grant Hill.
That might put you pretty close. He probably would see how many he probably make against there. All right, back to UT.
I'll go Chauncey Billups.
Casey. You had Joe Johnson as your first one.
I'll go Jason Tatum.
Tatum, all right. That Brian.
I'm gonna go with a random one, but God, I'm trying to. Vlade Divac.
Divac, all right, I like it. Tyler, last one. You have Clay and Billups.
Rasheed Wallace.
Wallace, all right. Casey, last one.
Johnson. Who were the first two? Johnson and
Tatum.
I'll go Draymond Green.
Ooh, that might
put you over.
Brian, your last one.
I gotta pick it because I'm too close. You don't want to get too close to the 15, right?
So maybe 15 exactly, Brian.
Maybe somebody that made it once or twice. He named somebody that made it once or twice.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna go Nick Van Exel.
Oh, all right.
That's a good pick.
Great for friends. Is that what you
said? All right, I'll work on getting that here right before the show ends on our guys here with it. Well, the other thing that was NBA wise is I love how Adam Silver comes out at the MLB commissioners or the NBA All-Star and goes, yeah, the taking's a real issue there. It's like if I find these teams $500,000 and $100,000, it's like you can't do anything about tanking. I'm sorry, it's literally nothing you can do other than finding them just such an obscene amount of money that of course nobody would do it. But even then, it seems like it's an NBA judgment call on who's tanking and not, and it all depends on the draft class. It all depends on who's coming out where these guys
could
care.
You change the tiebreaker where it's based on strength of schedule, or would that be too crazy if they did that?
I don't even think it would matter, because everybody plays the same amount of teams outside than the East. There, I just think it's a fight that it's all up to the teams themselves. I don't know, is there actually something legit they could do? You already give the top three teams
if you take the
same odds. Yeah, I guess if you take but then it's their determination again of it, I guess. So it's do you just give everybody that doesn't make the playoffs, the same odds? I don't know.
You go back to the Patrick Ewing. You go back to the Patrick Ewing draft, and you just give whoever doesn't make the playoffs the same amount of odds, and then you're still gonna have there's no fixing it. So people are gonna find you make rules, and people are gonna find a way to break them legally. If you're gonna find teams they find the Jazz $500,000 for a game they won. They won the game and they fined them $500,000. I mean, obviously there was tanking going on. They sat Deontay George, marketed Jared Jackson. They weren't trying to win, as far as the coaches and the organization, but the players I don't know how you do it. I don't think there's a way. I've heard maybe you have to have, if you got the first pick, the highest pick you can get the next year is the fifth, and then it slowly goes back till you finally make a playoffs, and then you're just stuck at 13 if you can never make the playoffs, and you keep having losing teams. That doesn't seem fair.
I think Bama Adebayo is the one that got him in trouble, and it's we lost to a team that was basically trying to lose.
I think people noticed what was going on.
I mean, that's not a quote that you want after the game.
No, absolutely not.
We lost to a team that's trying to lose. That's pathetic.
Do you trust Silver so much to be the god of this and decide who's
I don't trust him
not?
at all.
I don't. Exactly.
No.
I don't know what you do.
No,
I don't know what the solution is.
I mean, the Adam Silver's a joke. He doesn't do anything. Everett's all he did was, and I'm not saying all he did because
he got rid of David Sterling.
No, I mean he's been ahead of I don't know, social activists, things like that, and it's which is good thing. I'm not saying it's not, but they just don't have any structures. The owners. I mean, look at the whole thing with Kawhi Leonard. They're just giving out extra millions of dollars on the side. It's not a big deal. Look the other way, and it's just it's been like this forever. It's just now it's got to the point where it's just shady. No one even gives a damn.
I feel like he's like the neighbor with Brian's dogs. He's in bed with 6 dogs. That's why he doesn't care about any of that stuff. He's just how do I keep the players off my back? They're the most powerful thing here, and so that's what they do on that side. So, anyways, that's just kind of
what's more ridiculous, the tanking or Doc Rivers inducting himself into the Hall of Fame? Yeah, that's crazy.
I think anybody inducting yourself into the Hall of Fame.
I think I should be.
What's up, Parker? How you doing? Parker in the building over there with it. What's up? How you doing, Parker?
Isn't that crazy? I think I'm a Hall of Famer. No, what do you mean? What do you mean? Think you're a Hall of Famer?
No, that's not.
You've won one championship. You've blown the most Game 7s ever.
No, that's I hear you on that. We got Parker in the building here at that. He's getting ready for baseball season. Or actually, I know he hurt his arm, so we'll see if he's ready to go there with this. So Parker, hope you're doing well. sir. Braves season around the corner. Are we still with the Braves? We're still rocking the Braves this year. We got Vandy Chris out there in Tennessee. What do you think of Sala? You like Sala as the head coach out with the Titans? Is that Vandy Chris? How you liking that? I know college baseball's around the corner. Vanderbilt is probably. I'm assuming they're always good. So see if they are good for out there. All right, so let's go to winners. Oh, who closest to 15 All-Star games in the game? Tyler, you couldn't get much better. You got to 14. 5 for Clay, 5 for Billups, 4 for Rasheed Wallace. Right on the money, basically. Casey, you went over. Joe Johnson had 7, Tatum 5, and Green 4. So close, but a little over there.
Johnson over.
That's what I said, a little bit over.
The price is right.
I thought
the price is right. You're over by 1. You're out of the game. That doesn't matter at that point. Brian wraps up second place with 9. He got the excellent. Hill got 7, and then the combination of Divock and Van Exel gives you 2. So you're at 9, even though you're farther away. Technically the winner in this game. So congrats.
No, I won. I'm the winner.
Well, Brian's second place winner in this one.
I did a lot better than the height one. So.
I did not read the fine print in this scheme.
Yeah, when you go 6'6" to start out your height one, that's not a good start. That's not a good start. So that's all right. I'll do something like that again next week. I want to do that with like MLB.
Vince Carter, that was my favorite one. Brian last season. Carter.
All right, winners and losers of the week. Johnson, get us started.
I'll start with the winner. It's nice seeing Dick Vitale back in the announcing booth after dealing with cancer. It's always nice to see somebody who deals with cancer coming out on the good end, and nobody does Duke basketball like Dick Vitale.
No, he does not.
That's a good one. Like that
nobody loves Duke more than Dickie V in that regard. That's a good call there. Duke continues to look pretty awesome.
And Connor Flagg was at the game.
Cooper or Cotter?
Cooper Flagg.
Because he does have a brother named Cotter, I think. No,
a twin.
A twin brother, Cotter Flagg. All right. Brian, you're starting to get into my territory with names here. I mean, you were starting to get on the same wavelength with messing up names more than I think me and you have something to go with it.
Worry about Kumunga anymore. So.
If I start saying Maurice Morris for defensive coordinator, then you have to get rid of that. All right, Casey, who do you got for winner of the week?
Got to go with the Super Bowl champ, Sam Darnold. Proved all the haters wrong. Made it on top. Did everything it was supposed to do. Ex-49er, sticking it to the man. No.
Sticking it to the man. In the backyard.
It's going to be all off season. Should the Niners have kept Darnold over Purdy?
Well, he got away from those PG.
Looks like the answer is yes, but no. That was pretty dope though. To go from like the Vikings being shipped out 14-3, like to see JJ McCarthy, and then he replaces Geno Smith, and it's just like, I guess, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Minnesota can attest to that. So, yeah, shout out to Sam, man. I mean, he didn't win the Super Bowl, but he damn sure won that NFC title game to get him to the Super Bowl.
Tyler, what's that thing? The reason they're calling Niners injuries? Is it the plants or what is it, like a PGD tank? Is that what it is?
It's a radiation tank. I don't know.
Homer Simpson?
I can't believe it's
Kittle talks too much, dude. Like, I don't know.
We're trying to get 1% better, and this thing might be getting us 1% worse. I don't know.
I'm sure Shanahan's at home going like, "Shut the fuck up."
No, we need to move this right now. Ryan,
this is Christian podcasting.
My gosh, John's going a little easy about the tanks.
This is a turning point, USA, Brian. Get your stuff together.
Hey, it was better than that the other halftime
show. Tyler, what do you got for winner of the week besides Bad Buddy?
I have Jalen. You guys mentioned it earlier. I had Jalen Brown being the second in the East, playing with like Kada, Hauser, Derek White, who's been good, but having a down year. Skiermeyer, like Vucevic, they trade for. Simon was good, and then like Pritchard, Garza, just like guys. And you're second in the East. I mean, I know the East is not very good, but that's still Jalen Brown becoming a 1A or a 1, just taking advantage with Tatum being out.
Parker agrees with Casey on the winner of the there, so we got a little love there right there. Tyler, we got a question for you. How does Tyler feel about Obviously, he's an SEC baseball guy, so you got your guy Tony Vitello with a great speech to start on opening week. There, he gets a little Giants talk. Is he going to take you to the promised land? He wants to know.
I mean, if Farhan made this hire, I would be 0% okay with Tony Vitello. But with Buster making the hire, it makes it a little okay. I don't know. It's unprecedented. I don't feel great about it.
Got some life.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't like the precedent, but it gives me something hopeful to watch this year. Hopefully, it's a little different than the past two managers. Melvin was terrible. I know that. Kapler was even worse. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not feeling positive about it.
Not feeling positive. All right. Carson, what's up? We got Parker and Carson in the building here. We got to get you guys on. We got to do our fantasy baseball draft and do it live on. We got to do it on the pod here. We got to do our little do a draft here right there. As we're getting closer to baseball season here. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? Did you guys think it was as bad as us? Did you take naps? Do you take naps, Carson? We had that discussion earlier.
It was like insult.
That's going to be part of my loser of the week. Is the Super Bowl.
Right there.
Insult the trade that when Frank the Tank walked away with $112. I was like,
yeah, we got people taking money from us already. We got 9 Briars. We couldn't get the job done. My winner of the week is. I personally thought it was a good game. All right, well, defensive minded game. That's what it is. Who's your favorite player actually in the NFL right now? Who's your favorite player in the NFL? My winner of the week is it's always good to see a good curling controversy. And so we had that with Switzerland and Canada. It's always good to have a little we get a little emotional there. I know. We had 2 thinking it was a good game. Along the way here. They start at 5:30 as well. So did you enjoy the Sweden-Canada curling? You can't touch it when it's in the house. You got to let it go. So, and they said, put up the tape. Canada looked like you might be lying on that side there. So maybe good old Switzerland. They're fair. That's what Swedish are known for. They're
neutral. Down the middle.
They were calling them out, though. They said, no. You guys are blowing it for us. Verlander back for his 21st season. What we say? He's 40 away from 300 or
35 or something.
Well, if the Giants would have actually helped him out last year,
he got it.
Man, God, you guys were terrible.
Suck my wife.
There's no way. There's no way he ends up winning 300 though. I think we determined he has to win like what?
Like 12 games for 3 years.
I just don't see it happening. No, I don't see it happening.
I thought the greatest video with him was talking with Kate Upton in the stands.
I thought you were going to say his private photos.
We don't want to see those. Nobody needs to see that. We'll get the losers here in a second. His losers.
Imagine if we seen Brian on the Fappity.
We got that. We get reporters asking Olympians for current events. Yeah, nobody wants to hear about their current events. Just how do you ski down a hill? That's what we want to know about. Curling taking over the world. There was that one. What was the guy? The Olympic guy doing backflips and Mr. Milan or something from Virginia. It didn't look like
Thigh King or whatever.
Yeah, the Quad King.
Quad God
over there. So I had Verlander. He's back there. And then just an iconic scene that we grew up with. The movie alone, we could name 1,000 things from it. But I think this one was a part of people's vocabulary for a while. Vanderbeek, what's his first name? I always forget. James Vanderbeek passed away. Obviously, our generation knows him from Dawson Creek. But this scene alone, I think he's famous for. He passed away this week at 48 from prostate cancer. But this scene will forever live in my mind.
Tone of voice is wrong. This is your opportunity for you. Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your life.
Oh man, does it get any better than I don't
want your life?
I don't want your life.
I remember using that line all the time with people.
Or the football right in the dad's nose.
Yeah, that was always a good one. I was trying to find that one on X. I couldn't get one before the show on that, but that's always one. Hit the can. I hit the can. It's crazy to think that him and the guy from Fast and Furious are God.
Yeah,
they were both in that same movie too.
And so's the fat guy. I can't think of his name off the top of my
Billy
head.
Bob.
Billy Bob. Well, I was thinking of his real name, but yeah, Billy Bob's dead as well.
Yeah,
and he lost hella weight.
And the coach is still living somehow. The coach is still
John.
Got Angelina Jolie DNA.
He's still living.
Hey, cost him the perfect season though, so it's worth it.
They had another cheating incident from Canada. Come on, Canada, what's going on here? We got to get our.
Hey.
That hockey team. Speaking of Canada, another winner, Macklin Celebrini, our San Jose Sharks. All the quotes coming out of Olympic hockey about Macklin and his teammates is this.
Going to be good.
McDavid, McKinnon, the coach, Crosby, Thornton, they've all had glowing quotes of Macklin Celebrini and how he's the future of the NHL. So that's got to be a good sign.
That's a good one, too. But we got to give shout out Big Jonathan Moxon, big part of there. Absolutely. And if we know the movie, we're just going to leave it at whipped cream with it. We're just going to leave it at whipped cream. So we know that.
Making me hungry.
Really. All right, loser of the week, Johnson. Get us started. Canada obviously has made the list a couple times.
Chris Jericho.
Part of why the Super Bowl sucks so bad was this had to be the most woke Super Bowl I've ever dealt with in my life. Everything democratic. There's so many private jets at that game. I mean, it just becomes a rich man's game to go to, and I don't know.
I think
Brian just a woke Super Bowl, and Sydney Sweeney. I don't blame you for not showing up and dealing with Gavin Newsom. So there you go.
Trump wasn't there. He didn't show up to Santa Clara for the game over there. Johnson, I always appreciate a little politics talk from you in that regard. I'm going to say there had to be a Republican there with a private jet. There had to be, I guess. I saw you would have been proud of your Niners. I saw something online that they had the most registered Republicans on any NFL roster.
Right.
So
that's why I love them so much.
So you get that one there.
They're going to start getting booed coming out of the tunnel because they're registered Republicans in San Francisco.
Santa Clara, that's got to be the most blue city in America.
I don't
Trump
know.
was there.
Have you been to Berkeley before? We had to go. Trump was there. Yes, I thought Donald made an appearance. He's probably at the Daytona 500 today. He's probably over there.
He's probably not doing presidential stuff.
How many laps are you watching today? How many laps are you? Daytona 500. How many laps are you? I saw him in the booth. Trump was there. Maybe he was talking to Gavin. Maybe they're getting things settled.
My other loser of the week is the New England Patriots. Like, come on. I put a lot of faith in you. And it's like, now it's going to be back to me ripping on Adam and the Patriots again. So.
You were there for 24 or 30 minutes for this team, and you said, I'm out of here. We're putting something else on the TV. That's what that was.
Well, don't slurp on Adam's Patriots.
He wanted to have. We got it.
You're going to be back to 5 wins next year.
They could have played way better. May could have played better. Brandon or not Brandon, but Parker or Carson, would you rather have Trevor Lawrence or Drake May in the future? Would you rather have in that regard? So
Purdy.
Or Purdy. Or do you like Purdy? Your Nana said that she's not a big believer of Purdy, so that's a little controversy on the show. I say Campbell sold. We did give Campbell. He was not very good. We did shout him out for being one. He's going Trevor. Wow. All right, we're going Trevor over Mr. May there. So we got that there. So all right, loser of the week, Casey. Who do you got?
Well, I got one more winner. I was going to sneak in. I definitely got to shout that out. Mom and all the the food for the Super Bowl, man. Angelo making the chicken wings. That was hella food, man. You never go wrong with chili and cornbread and like so many wings. It was like, I don't even know, like 120 wings. Derek frying up grilled cheese sandwiches. I was like, this is the place to be. So I definitely have to shout that one out there.
No fruit. That's the best part. Was there? No fruit.
No, there was celery and a lonely piece of carrot out there.
There was some celery and carrots, I guess. That's right. You're right. No, that was good food.
That's a veggie.
That's a veggie. It counts.
Yeah. But, Dan is a hater. No, Dan is a hater, Johnson. Dan is a hater. Yeah, go ahead, James.
Loser, though, it's NBA All-Star Weekend. It's not what it was. I used to be so excited. Like, I would, like, kind of plan, like, the day around it a little bit. I'd want to watch the game. And even if I knew the first half would kind of be horseplay, like, I knew it'd come down to, like, serious basketball. And it just hasn't been like that. And seeing the three-point contest yesterday is just – I know Curry's hurt, but like seeing a guy that hasn't played all year, and I know it's like a nice memento to have Damian Lillard out there, and nothing against him, but it's lost its facade. It's no longer what it is, and it's just another day on the calendar, which is sad because baseball's not playing, football's not playing. Gives you a chance. Hockey's out, so I mean, this could be your time to put like the stamp on like this is you can own the whole sports world, and you're just gonna drop the ball. But we'll see tonight if it's any different, but I doubt it.
It's not going to be different. It's going to be worse. It's going to get don't expect. It's going to be worse. It's not going to be good at all. Let's go Pistons. Wow, we don't get too much Pistons love here. Let's show we get a little
Detroit basketball.
Starting fights.
Cage looking to make his way to the Houston Texans Houston Rockets after becoming minority owner of the Texas Rangers.
That would be an interesting one if he gets a little. Cage, a little dipping the toes there, and a little with the Rangers as well. I noticed. Does your kid use the word "sold" a lot too? Yeah, but I noticed that's a trending word. With Booker sold the 3-point contest. Lillard shows up. He could have shot it underhand in the players.
All Booker needed to do is make one of the last 4, and he missed all 4.
That was so bad. Asking the panel, was that the worst game you've ever seen? It was bad. It wasn't but I said maybe had some open throws, and I feel like he didn't make some of them too. That he could have helped moving. The third down it's hard when you're blue 42 and you got somebody right on you. It is a little tough to play quarterback, but that's the case too. But it was an ugly game, literally one of the worst games I ever saw. The dunk contest trail, the winning dunk would have been a 10, would have been a top 10 dunk in the contest 20 years ago. Yeah, maybe so. The little windmill one, but the one off the side of the backboard, the guy falls flat on his back. Kind of interesting thought with that.
It's like the Friday when he's like, my neck, my back, my neck. My back.
That's why scrubs are doing the dunk contest.
Johnson, real quick, this was the 1958 halftime show. Just to let you know, so he couldn't. They were buddies, or no? They're dear, so it's not bad buddy. They weren't real lady buddies.
Playboy buddies.
Get to the audience. So that they've come a long way in your halftime show from 1958. We had 6 cheerleaders on the block there with it. Tyler, what do you got for loser of the week?
I have Josh McDaniels as loser of the week. He's been in 10 Super Bowls as a special assistant or offensive coordinator. Only 3 points in the first quarter.
Pretty rough. 3
points in the first quarter and 10 Super Bowls. That's pathetic. I have 2 Warriors-related topics. Draymond Green and Doris Burke feud. Draymond, Doris. Doris isn't a fan of the Warriors. Just get used to it. And then Bomani Jones saying Clay was singular and isn't close to the Hall of Fame. Oh, if you know how to rub me the wrong way, that's just talk shit about prime Clay. The guy was unbelievable. He's the second best shooter in the league's history, in my opinion. The best 3-and-D player in league history, and a playoff legend. Say what you want. Definitely,
I think I still have Ray ahead of him shooting wise, but I'll say he's at least still top 4.
Did Ray ever score 37 points in the quarter?
He did not. Did
Ray ever score 62 in 3 quarters? I don't know.
He did not. You're right, but
I think Ray's a better offensive player. I'll give him that. I don't think he's a better shooter.
Well, we'll see where that anybody that says that you're hating at that point.
Ray had to go chase a ring. Clay did not.
Tyler, did you have another loser?
No.
How about no Arizona basketball? I'm surprised.
I have a winner. Allen Fieldhouse, definitely a winner in Kansas. No, I'm not worried about Arizona. This is good for him. Obviously, not what I want to watch. It hurts my feelings. I was upset for the whole week, but I think this is good for him. A little adversity. Hopefully, Colapete gets healthy. Him only playing 11 minutes really hurt him against Texas Tech. JT Toppin could go in the winner of the week. He was unbelievable. 30 points.
Yeah, no, he was.
This little hook shot that I've never seen before. I was like, "What the hell is this little fling shot he's throwing up there?" Making it every time.
Old school basketball moves over there.
It was close, especially at home.
I just like you left him off the list. I respect that. I'm going Chris Bryant. He's back on the 60-day list. This guy.
That's winner.
No, loser of the week here. Okay. He can't stay. Winner of the week. No, he can't stay healthy. Johnson. He's
has to be one of the worst contracts I've ever seen.
I was right there with Rendon, probably.
Who's he played for?
The Rockies.
Who he played for? How about the Niners? I hear Brian might have to start out in Australia against the Rams. Is this a nasty rumor? I don't understand that one at all. What are we doing that for? That doesn't make any sense.
The radiation?
Bigger fan base.
Bigger fan base. We don't want to do that. And then we got right. This isn't even a politics thing. It's just the oddest thing I can remember in a news cycle for a long time is this missing reporter's mom. Like, you just think it would be, I don't know. It's just like, it's literally the oddest thing. There's a Netflix documentary coming along with this thing. I mean, it's just like one of the oddest things I've ever seen. And then this was a funny Bulls highlight. I saw this guy. This looked like somebody playing at like 24-hour fitness or something. Like, nope, maybe, nope. No, maybe. Yep, right there.
Oh my God.
I gotta be.
I thought he was gonna pull up and shoot the three.
Remember, Coach Darren?
Yeah.
D him up.
Yeah, let me take all the shots, but you play defense. All right. Yeah,
that was a preview for the All-Star game tonight.
Pretty much. That probably will be the preview for the All-Star game going forward. All right. I know he's just like. Blue 42. Nope, maybe it happened there. I'm going to go a little throwback video of the week, and we'll get out of here. Poor Chris Bryant. Yes. All the Cubs. Forever Giant, too, for having
He ruined our even years in 2016. He beat us with a double down the line.
I thought he was still on the Giants.
Forever Giant. Just because I gave him a D, Brian, maybe this will help me get the Warriors up to a C. This is just a little of Curry action versus the Wizards 10 years ago.
Jay Billis on
He's forward. Curry fake to get rid of Dudley. Shot's good. A three-pointer for Curry. Part of the reasons why Wall is second in the NBA in turnovers. It's such high usage. Curry, three. So he opens up the game.
Be really careful not to get seduced into jacking all these threes when you play, because Curry comes down and he is going to be like.
Wizards have they're the only team in the NBA. It's Curry. Knocks down another three from feet beyond the arc. He's fourth
for the way they started this season.
Oh, what a pass from Green. 7 in a row. 5 of the wins have come by 20. Curry puts it in, and Curry 5 flex and comes up with a steal. Ball nearly taken away by Dudley. Curry. Bang! Curry. He's 6 for 7 from downtown here in the first. Deal like Nene's missed 21 games with injury. Curry again. Curry, crossover, 2-pointer for Curry. That's good.
And that's just in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. That's how good he was. They're just the first quarter. One of the best performances I can remember with
like a home game.
Oh man, it was so good the way. I remember whenever they would go to Washington, that was always good times them playing there. So
that's when they had John Wall, right? Still.
Yep, no, they had John Wall there with it as well. All right, we appreciate Vandy, Chris tuned in this week.
I do.
Brandon, Parker. Hope you guys are good out there. We'll get you back. We got to do a little baseball one here. We get was it your dad that won fancy? Was it you and Xavier making the most fancy trades in the history of the league? I thought I made a lot of trades. You guys blew me out of the water with stuff.
Yeah, that's because Brian wasn't in the league.
Maybe that was a key part of it. You had to get Brian. Brian in the league. He would make more trades with me. But they did good with that. There with it. So appreciate you guys tuned in. Hope you're doing well out there in Tennessee, and we'll get you guys on here soon. Tyler, maybe see you at flag football tonight. In the storm.
Casey, you should show up 7 o'clock.
How much are tickets?
They're free.
That's the best part. They even have
the Cardinal Newman parking lot.
Got bathroom access. A little. I don't get the coffee. I had that last.
It's a nice urinal. It's not the trough. You got your own privacy.
Oh, we got some good with it. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Come on, Canada, pick it up. We don't want to see any more cheating this